Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with SimplerOptions.com, and in tonight's free video I wanted to update some of the names that I've been sharing here in these free videos and then look at adding on a couple new that we can continue to pursue. One of the first ones that we're looking at is MU, and I think part of what I like about MU is that you can learn so much just from a very basic pattern. The first part of that pattern that I would have you look at is off the weekly chart, because you can see the weekly squeeze fired to the long side. So this is your first idea that, this is going to have some type of a significant move. Okay, it did absolutely that, going from 37 to 62, and anytime you have such an important run and a swing either higher or lower, you always want to look at the 618 retracement of that move. Okay, that's a pretty basic retracement, and you can see it did a great job of holding here. The other thing that I think is so beneficial about this pattern is the fact that we have now cleared the bearish symmetry of what would have been this path lower. So I don't intend to draw this as a channel, I don't want these to be parallel. All I want you to see is the most recent bearish campaign that you've had from 63 down into about 47. Okay, inside that price swing, the only real moves that you've had to the upside was this swing low to this swing high, and this here. Both of those levels have been cleared today on the ascent up into, we closed here just shy of 53. So this is just a way of saying it held support, it's cleared resistance, and now if this low holds, the low right there at 47.26, if that can hold, the next place that we're going to look for will be an extension of this swing high to swing low, and that will take you up there into 67 and 68. So Micron one we've been following and has a lot of potential. If you take a look at WIN, it's exactly the same type of story. Now maybe not quite as clear on your retracements and patterns, but just the idea that the daily squeeze here has plenty of potential. If you've never used this signal before, you don't have to take my word for it. You can look at what you saw here and then just see that this is a representation of the same technical layout. So I'm always the first one to admit that, I have no idea where a stock price is going, but I know where I'm willing to place my bets based off what I've seen in the past. One other thing that's beneficial about WIN, we talked about MU holding that 618 retracement. Notice how WIN has done just the inverse by clearing its 618 retracement. So that's a step in the right direction for the daily squeeze, and those are two names that we've been covering and looking are looking good. Now a third that I wanted to mention today, and I thought the irony with how much anxiety there is in the market right now, might be a good time to look at ZEN. So, nothing directly tied related into the practice, but ZenDesk is something that looks good into earnings. So we've been pursuing this for a couple of days now. I think it still has potential with the exact same type of complementary analysis, which is to say you've got a major swing high, a major swing low. When you clear these key retracements, it opens up the door into your extensions, and these are places that I'll be looking for some bullish opportunity. Also wanted to make sure that you were aware of the free webinar that Bruce is going to be doing. This is going to be next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. He's going to be covering some of the straddles and strangles that he's been working with in the most recent market environment. I think it's an excellent strategy. If you can put it on in the correct way, there's no better guy to learn it from. So if you think that'll be helpful, we'll be holding that next Tuesday, and I hope to see you there.